executes internally? We'll see with the practical. So we have to understand what exactly the life cycle hooks, what it indicates, we have to understand. Now, for example, assume that we have a human being. We have a human being. So the human being life cycle may be up to 70 years. For example, a person can live up to 70 years for our current generation, or else you can take it 100 years. So the person's, okay, every human being's life cycle will be some 100 years. So in this 100 years, we are having various stages. We are having various stages are available. Like up to few years, he will be in child age. Up to few years, he will be in child age. Then he will enter into teenage. He will be entering into teenage. Up to few years, he will be in teenage. Then he will enter into engage. Engage. Then he will enter into old age. Old age. Now, so whenever we are observing the human being's life cycle, then in this human being's life cycle, we are having certain stages like the child age, teenage, engage, old age. Like that, we are having various stages are available as part of your human being's life cycle. Everybody has to come across with the same stages. Now, so now here in this case, now, so now here in this case, what exactly this life cycle hooks indicates? Whenever we are going to be implementing any lightning web component, whenever we are building any lightning web components also, so now in each and every live lightning web component life cycle, we are having so many stages are available. So many stages are available. Those stages are called as hooks. That means that these are nothing but methods. These are nothing but methods. Hooks means methods. Now, in this case, what exactly indicates? Lifecycle hooks is playing a key role in the lightning web component development. Lifecycle hooks will play a key role or a major role in the lightning web component development. So now what exactly it indicates? Lifecycle hooks are nothing but the predefined methods, okay, predefined methods, so which will be giving the ability to the developers with certain capabilities to control, okay, to control and fine tune and react to the methods based on the events. That means whenever we are running a component, so now on what are the various stages that each component will come across? What are the various stages that each component will come across? Suppose if you are having a parent-child components, both are available. In that case, in which sequence this a parent and child component methods will get executed here? So that will be indicating by the lifecycle hooks. So that here, lifecycle hooks plays a key role or the major role in Lightning Web component development. These hooks are enabling to the developers to control and manipulate the behavior of the component. in order to control and to monitor and to manipulate the behavior of the component in different movements. Like whenever the component is first created, what needs to be done? Whenever the component is getting rendered, what will happen? Whenever component is removed from the DOM, what will happen? Everything we can able to control. So that here, as part of this lifecycle hooks, we are having so many predefined methods are available, which will be giving the ability to the developers with the various capabilities to control, to fine tune, and to react to that methods based on the events. In what event, what methods will be getting executed internally, that we can control the life cycle of your okay, Lightning Web Component. Now, so as part of this Lightning Web Component, we are having 6 methods are available. There are 6 predefined methods are available in Lightning Web Component lifecycle. Now, let's see what are those methods are available here. When you go to that Lightning Web Components, we are having the various methods. Now, we are having various methods. We are having constructor method. We are having constructor method. And then we are having connected callback method. And then we are having rendered method. That means render. That means component is getting loaded. So now, so that we are not doing anything. That's what it won't mention that. Next one, rendered callback method. Rendered callback. Disconnected callback method. And the error callback method. These are the various methods are available as part of your Lightning Web Component lifecycle. These methods are nothing but the hooks. These methods are nothing but the hooks. That means these are like as the stages. These are like as stages here. Now, so in this case, whenever we are going to be running a Lightning Web Component, okay, then what are the various stages that each component should come across that will be indicating by this Lightning Web Component lifecycle stages. Those are called as lifecycle hooks. So now as part of this lifecycle hooks, we are having these methods are available. These are the methods are available. Now, during the rendering, we are not doing anything. That means it will display, just you can see. So that we haven't listed out that. Now, as part of this Lightning Web Component, okay, lifecycle hooks, we are having these methods. First one, constructor method. Basically, the constructor method will be getting executed is created. Whenever the component instance is created, that means reference is created, immediately constructor method will be getting executed. Constructor method will be getting executed whenever the instance of the component is created. This is like as init method. This is like as initialization. Okay, this is like as initialization method over here. Now suppose for example, if I'm having 2 components are available, parent and child, then first of all, it will be initializing the parent component first, then it will initialize child component here. Now, second one. The second method is connected callback method. Now, so in this case, connected callback method will be getting fired whenever the component is inserted into the DOM, document object model. Document object model, so which is a hierarchy inside the browser. Whenever the component is inserted to that DOM, then it will be firing that method, connected callback method. So connected callback method will be getting invoked whenever the component is inserted to the DOM. Now, third one, render method. Okay, rendered method. Basically, rendered method will be what here? Now, this method will be executed after execution of connected callback method. Now, so now in this case, Render method will be getting used to override the standard rendering functionality. Now, so in this case here, whenever if you want to use your own custom rendering mechanism, if you want to build your own custom rendering mechanism, then in that case, we can use the help of this render method. Generally, we are going to be using standard rendering mechanism given by Lightning Web Component. So that here, if you want to override that standard rendering functionality in the Lightning Web Component, then we are using the help of the render method. Next one, rendered callback method. Basically, rendered callback method will be getting used. This method will be getting used whenever the component, whenever the component is completely rendered onto the DOM. That means once it has been displayed onto the DOM, then it will be invoking that rendered callback method. That means that means component has been already rendered. Connected means what? Just it has inserted here. Rendered means if the component is already rendered, that means displayed. Then disconnected callback method. What this method will do, whenever we are removing the component from the DOM, then automatically the disconnected callback method will be getting executed. Once it has been rendered, then it will be removing from that DOM. So that here, whenever this particular component has been removed from the DOM, then it is going to be firing this disconnected callback. The last one, error callback method. Now, whenever we are firing this component, if there is any errors has been occurred, if there is any errors has been occurred in any hook also, in any event also, if there is any errors has been occurred, then it is going to be firing that method error callback. So error callback method will be getting executed if there is any errors has been occurred over here. Now, in this case here, as part of this Lightning Web Component lifecycle, these are the methods are available. We have constructor method, and then connected callback method, render method, rendered callback, disconnected callback, and the error callback method. These are the 6 methods are available. These methods are called as lifecycle hooks. These are called as lifecycle hooks. So that's what I told you. Lifecycle hooks are nothing but the predefined methods. These are the predefined methods, which will be giving the ability to the developers with the capability to control, to fine tune, and to react to the methods based on the events. Now, let's see in this case. Let me give the node points over here. Then we will see, a parent component and a child component, how these will be getting executed. What is the order of execution? We'll see that. Today we'll see lifecycle hooks, and then in the next session we'll see the custom event so that we can finish it off. I would like to take one more session. That is custom events. I would like to take in another session. Now, let's see lifecycle hooks. Lifecycle hooks plays a major role or key role in Lightning Web Component development. Now, so these hooks enables the developer to control and manipulate the behavior of the component in different movements. In different movements. For example, when the component first created, rendered, removed from DOM, etc. Lifecycle hooks are the predefined methods which enables the developers with the capability to control, fine tune, and react to the methods based on the events. Lightning Web Component Framework provides the below 6 predefined methods. First one, constructor method. Second one, connected callback method. Third one, render method. Fourth one, rendered callback method. Fifth one, disconnected callback method. And the sixth one, error callback method. These are the various methods. Now, these are the various methods are available. Constructor method, connected callback, render, rendered callback, disconnected callback, error callback. These are the methods. First one, constructor method. What it indicates, this method will be getting fired when the component instance has been created. This method will get executed when the component instance has been created. Connected callback. This method will get fired when the component has been inserted to the DOM. Rendered method. This method will get executed when the component has been rendered on the UI. That means on the DOM. Next one. No, sorry. Now. So now this method is used to override the standard rendering mechanism given by Lightning Web Component Framework by default. Next one. This method will be getting executed when the component has been rendered on the DOM. Next one. This method will get executed. This method will get executed when the component has been removed from the DOM. This method will get executed if there is any errors occurred upon running the component in any of the event. Now, for example, it's like as catch method in JavaScript. It's like as a catch method in the JavaScript. Now, so these are the methods are available. These are the 6 methods are available over here. Then how these methods will be getting executed? How these methods will be executing? So whenever we are going to be running that component. So whenever we are running this component, in which order these methods will be getting executed, okay, we'll see practically. Then what I will do is, I will create 2 components, a parent component and a child component. 2 components I will prepare. So what are those 2 components? Just I will prepare all these methods. Just I will prepare all these methods in the JavaScript file. I will call the child component from parent over here. Just I will run that parent component. Then we will see in which order these methods will be getting executed. We'll see that. So here, because we need to know in which order the methods are executing internally, what are the various stages are available, what is the sequence of execution we should be aware of. For that reason, we are using this lifecycle methods. Now, let's see how can we do that. Let me take a parent component and a child component. Just give me a minute, I will be back.